Flosstube. What's going on? This is Carrie Grain. This is my channel where I talk about mostly cross stitch, some knitting, crafty things. Recently I've been doing vlogs, but I haven't been around because I've been in Japan. And it was dope. It was amazing. And I thought I'd show you my Japan haul. Whoop whoop whoop. I got a lot of crafty things. I'm going to start with cross stitch, go into yarn, and then end with miscellaneous. But let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see. The first thing I got, well no, this is kind of the last thing I got. The first thing I have to show you are some cotton threads that I found. So these are definitely for sashiko, the mending on the edge, and I think the other ones as well. Yeah, I can't read that. Sometimes I can read the words. I can sound out the words, even if I don't know what they mean. But I got this pink. I got this periwinkle. I've got this turquoise and a turquoise gray variegated. So thought I'd try it out. I also got some cross stitch books. So these I'm sure you can find, but these are little DMC books that I've never seen in stores that are just so cute. So I've got one with little plants, flowers, and then plants. Oh, the bonsai trees, I didn't even notice that. And then special mini motifs, and there were some Japanese ones like the geisha up in the top. And I was like, yes, definitely. So those were really cute. And I also found this one, Seasons and Fairy Tales cross stitch. Adorable. Let me see if I can show you. So here's one of the pages that's just so cute. So cute. So cute. So cute. Okay, and here's a page with, they've got a bunch of these stitchers. And they're so cute. There's like a bunch of them. So one with crocuses, one with cherry blossoms, one with poinsettias, and there's a ton. I also want to do this one, because look how cute. Look how cute. There's just so many cute ones. Here's some more of the stitchers. Ugh. There's some more of the stitchers. But I'm really excited about this. So that'll be fun. I'll have to find some things to stitch out of these. I didn't find any other cross stitching that screamed to me. I've got so many cross stitch patterns and things like that. I didn't really need the kits, especially because the kits that they had that I were most interested in came with like a big frame, I think to stitch on, like a Q-snap frame to stitch on, but I just didn't want to carry that around. But I did find some embroidery, crinkle warning. So this, I saw it stitched up and it was so cute. So I haven't done a lot of embroidery, but I had to take this. So I figured it would be doable. So I'm very excited to try this. It's got a bunch of the flosses, some ribbon. Oh my god, I'm excited about that. And all the fabric. I also got a sashiko God, I really need to remember that, what it's called. But it is a mending technique that they do out there. And they also have like little samplers and stuff for it. And you can do, I saw some kits for like some Christmas motifs where you do like outlines and fill-ins with it. But I really liked this one. Yep, so it's got a bunch of different colors and a bunch of different patterns, and I'm excited to try. So I can rock some visible mending. Sorry, I don't mean to move you too much. Okay. So that was all the stitchy stuff. Next is yarn, I guess. The first thing I picked up was 10 skeins of this Bobbly puppy knitting yarn. It is on Ravelry. It was just very hard to find because it is a Japanese yarn. It is wool and some other things. I can sound it out sometimes, but it doesn't help me at all. I don't know. But I got 10 skeins of this. First I got like 6. In Japan, a lot of their yarns would have recommendations for if you want to make a sweater, this is how much you probably need. So helpful. And at first I was like, it's expensive. Maybe I don't want to do a full sweater. I don't know. And I just got 6, and then I was like looking at patterns to like make something with it. It's like, I'm gonna get more. I'm gonna get more. So I have 10. They recommended, I think, 8 or 9 for women, but you know, people are smaller over there, so 10, whatever. And I love this color, and I bought it and I brought it back, and I was like, oh, I have a million. I have much of this color, but you know what? It's because I love it, so that's fine. See, it'll look nice, right? Okay. Next, I got a couple different skeins for a baby knit. I think I'm going to do a stripe, and I think that's going to be so cute. So this is Yawa Raka something. See, I can sound it out, but it's not very useful. Baby and kids. And Baby Annie print. So that's something. This is 100% wool, because I know what wool looks like. I think this is superwash. I don't see acrylic in here, so I don't really know what it is. But this one I double checked that it was washable, and this one I didn't, so I'm a little bit worried. This one, yeah, it looks like it says hand wash, so I might have to switch that up. That one looks like it says hand wash too. Maybe I didn't check, so maybe I won't be using that for a baby knit. We'll see. And the last bit of yarn that I got, because I was trying really hard not to go crazy, is honeycomb yarn. World Festival. Oh my god, it's so squishy. Oh, this bit of light is so obnoxious. But it's so bright and colorful and fluffy. It's, again, they had a suggestion for how much yarn to get for a full sweater, and it was really obnoxious because it was like small to medium sweater, 1 ball. And it's like, I'm not small to medium. So I had to get 2 balls, but I started the cardigan, and it's super soft and it's super cute. I'm very excited. And it was, yeah, I think each of these was 1,000 yen. So they were on sale, and it's acrylic, but it's worth it. Maybe if I have leftover of this, I can make a baby knit out of it. We'll see. So that's the yarn stuff I got. I got some needles too, but that was just because I wanted to start things, which I started one of them. and I was impatient, so I made sure I had knitting needles to start whatever I wanted to start. Sorry, I'm pouring myself some tea. Ah! Our heat's not working right now, so. So, next up, oh no, I have some more knitting. So, this isn't technically knitting, but I'm going to use it for knitting. I'm going to use these as like stitch markers. This is from the Pokemon Center, and I thought they were cute. And I did already start using them, and then I put them back in because I was worried about customs, but it wasn't a problem, so whatever. And then I got these actual stitch markers, and I thought they were perfect. So that was adorable. And I found these toggle buttons, and they're so cute. So I figured, when in Rome, just get the toggle buttons. I also got some bead-like things. So this was a kit that I found for a little charm. Super cute. This was from a store called Tomato in the Nippori district. Lots of fabrics, but Tomato also they had a bunch of different locations around the street. It's like a street with like fabrics. So some of their spots had more fabric, some of them had more of other things, and this was more of an other thing. So a little beady kit, because I've been wanting to get into this stuff, whatever it is. And then I also found in one of the bigger craft stores a bunch of these really big containers of it's hard to tell, but they're similar beads as that kit. They're small, and they're not round, I guess. They're not square, but they're not round. But anyway, hold on. I'm getting all the colors together so I can show you. And I got a bunch because they were way cheaper there than they are in the States. I've got like a little tiny container, and this was half the price of the little tiny container that I have. So I was like, if I don't buy them now, I'm never gonna buy them. So I don't know. They don't take up that much room. When am I going back to Japan? I don't know. And they also had like a really cool, like, fill this container with beads. And it's like $3. So I filled the container with beads, and that was cool. That was beads. I also got a few project bag-like things. So this is a handmade bag made out of an obi, I think, which, if I am remembering correctly, you wear the kimono, which is the big part, and then the obi goes around your waist. So it's usually a thicker fabric, so it can, like, it's got some structure to it. So it's got a nice little pocket inside, and I met the man who made them. He was very sweet. He did not like how I packed the bags into a shopping bag, so he redid it for me. Because I'm like, oh, I gotta get out of your way. Like, let me shove this in here while you're getting changed. And he was like, no. We fold it nicely, and then we slip it nicely. And I was like, you're right. You're right. I also got this one, which is also handmade. Look how pretty it is. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna rotate you. Okay, don't mind that. I knew you could already see that, but don't mind it. It's fine. Look how pretty that is. This one has a zipper. It's got a little pocket on the inside. Oh, so cute. And this I found like off the beaten path in Nippori district. There was like a go this way for a craft center. I was like, say less, okay. Okay. Didn't burn myself. Whew. And then I also got, this was a little bit ridiculous, especially because I bought it in the earlier parts of my trip, but I was like, I could put a pair of socks in here, like, you know, a sock project container. And then it can also be like a decoration. It's so cute. So you open it like that. And I've got, you know, a knitting swatch and some tissues because there aren't really tissues or napkins in Japan. And then you can open the little door. Look at that, it's so cute. You can look in the little window. I died. Here, buddy, let me put you back right. It was so hard to carry this around Japan. It was so hard to carry this around Japan. Oh gosh, but it was all worth it because it's home now and it was only a little bit squished. So that was really exciting. So those are like my project baggy things, which I'm very excited for. They were kind of, I don't know, like I don't need them, but they're always useful, right? You always need another. You could always use another bag, right? I also got some of them as gifts, so that was nice. Okay, so what else do I have in front of me? Excuse me, I have an eyelash. There. I have some, okay, so in Tokyo, Kanda Station, there was this store called Kohana. And they were super cool. They have sewing tools and trinkets. So one of the things I got was this. Let me fix her scarf here. I got this needle holder. And so it's a cute little lady. This is like a scrap of a kimono. And you pull off the top, and there are your needles. And not only that, but they had a little activity that comes with this. They give you these old threads. And what you're supposed to do is you can buy a little loom, which I did. You probably don't have to buy the loom. And you can use those little scraps. I started doing something. I just used some DMC. Use those little scraps to make another scarf for her. Isn't that so cute? And this, I embroidered Japan on this scarf. This one. I might make it into something that I give to somebody. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with this. But like, look at the little tiny comb and like shuttle. Oh, so cute. So that was a really cool place to stop. And then they also had, look at this little box. Look at this little box. Look at this little box. They had the Sakura series of their baby snips. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so cute. It's so cute. Oh my God. It's got a little blue and pink on the handle. Just adorableness. Isn't that so cute? How do they do it? I don't know. I'm just trusting the process here. And so when I have the heart to Oh my god, there's even like a needle miter magnet on this box. So when I had the heart to unfashion this box and actually unpack it, I can use it as like a little, just as like a little like to-go thing. Or not a to-go thing, just as like a little decoration that has all the things I need to stitch on it. Because the snips are so tiny. Ah! Which probably means they'll get lost so quickly, but... Not on my watch. Not today, at least. Okay, I gotta keep rolling. So, I also learned... I also found things that were a little more traditional, more like Japanese crafts that I had never seen in the States. And again, I can't read, so I don't know what it's called. But look at that. So this is a kit to make little flowers. Just gonna put this in front of my face and not use that half of the screen. And so you make these flowers with little pieces of fabric. Easy. So I'm excited to do that. And then this is a Mitsuki knot keychain that me and Josh made in a class. Very cool. I could have done earrings, but I was feeling keychain. So I bought the threads. Not really threads, they're kind of like they feel kind of like wires wrapped with threads, but anyway, I got a book so I can learn more. They also had a bunch of kits like these. So these are to make little kimono keychains, again out of fabric. And I got a book to learn how to make more things like that as well. Again, I can't read, so I don't know what it's called. I only know the knot because it's in English on the craft book, and I went to the class. So, and then I also bought a bunch of other books in Japanese, but I was excited to find them. So this is, yeah, this is a pattern book. This is a pattern book, which, you know, transcends language, right? This is like a visible stitching type of a book. Nope, this is the front. I think that's the front. It's hard to tell. Yeah, this is the front. Sometimes the crafty books are from left to right, and sometimes the crafty books are from right to left. It's confusing. But they've got I don't know, they've got a bunch of stuff. Buttons, and I can't read. I don't know. And I found a couple quilting ones. So this I thought was like, look at that house pouch. Look at, oh. Hold on. What was that one? The bigger version of that heart. And it's got patterns in it. This is another quilty one. Country quilt. Yep, just a bunch of different types of bags. And this one I'm excited for because I have no idea what that I would use this for, but it's so cute. It's so cute. And other than that, I got some fabric-y stuff, some sewing stuff. I got some patches, adorbs. This is a geisha, a cat, nice. Some, and I just pulled the thing off, some ribbon. Pretty ribbon. I think they use it for doll making. For chants. there were a number of doll making things. And I'm not a doll gal, but I support them. I got some quilting fabrics. Those are for me. This one's for me. Critters. These are not quilting fabrics, but they are cool. I got a couple of quilting fabrics for Josh to make him a bag of some sort. This is like, got a dragon on it somewhere. And I got some kimono scraps. So just random stuff. But I thought that was cool, and I'll be able to make something fun with that. But the big fabric purchase was this plaid. So this skirt game is on fleek in Japan. Oh my god. And there were tulle skirts that were really cute. There was like a tulle overlay thing, and then there were a bunch of plaid skirts. And I wanted one. I was looking for a purple, but the purple was very expensive. So I'm gonna make myself a skirt. And there were so many fabrics I could have bought because, oh my god, if you are a seamstress, Nepori Fabric District is pretty great. At the very least, if you compare to life in Salisbury, where we have Hobby Lobby and Michael's, it's pretty great. So you can find a lot of things. And if you haven't found it, there's another store to look in that place. So I just wanted to show you the crafty things that I acquired. Normally I don't do haul stuff, but like, I don't know. This had like Japan had unique things that I had never seen before, so I thought they were exciting, and maybe you do too. So yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you at the next one. Cheers.